Filipino martial arts war, Kali, Escrima, or Arnis. Differences exposed.
Kali versus Escrima versus Arnis. What's the difference?
How? How is it different?
The complete history and differences explained. What's the real difference between Kali, Escrima, and Arnis? Is it just the name? The weapons? The history?
Self-defense, you know.
Today, we're going beyond the surface, covering the origins, techniques, and modern evolution of these legendary Filipino martial arts. By the end, you'll know exactly how they're connected and what makes each one unique. Let's dive in. First, why are there three names for what seems like the same art? It's all about history and region. Let's time travel real quick.
Tell me more.
Arnis. Born in the Philippines' central regions, like Luzon. Arnis comes from Arnes, Spanish for armor, a nod to colonial-era stick fighting disguised as dance.
Really?
Escrima. Down in the Visayas, it's called Escrima, from Spanish esgrima for fencing. Think fast, close-quarters combat, perfect for pirate raids.
That's where that came from.
Kali, in the south? Kali, a term some say predates colonization, rooted in blade warfare. It's the OG term popularized by legends like Dan Inosanto in the US. But here's the twist. Today, many schools use these terms interchangeably. The real differences? Let's find out.
Now, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button for more fascinating and entertaining videos from our vibrant Filipino community.
Let's go back into history.
The roots. Pre-colonial martial arts. Long before Kali, Escrima, or Arnis were terms, Filipino warriors had indigenous fighting systems for war.
Self-defense, you know.
Pangamut, or pananandata. Self-defense and tribal conflict. These arts were battle-tested against invaders, using blades like the kampilan, sword, and bara, dagger, as well as shields and spears.
What a move.
When the Spanish arrived in the 1500s, they banned native martial arts. But Filipinos secretly preserved them by disguising training as folk dances, dance of death.
Smart. That's smart.
This is where Arnis and Escrima began to take shape. Kali, the blade art. Kali is often called the mother art, the oldest term rooted in pre-colonial blade fighting. Key facts. Name origin. The word Kali might come from Kalis, Filipino for sword, or tiakalele, Indonesian fencing. Some say it's a modern term revived by FMA masters like Floro Villabril. Focus, blades first. Kali trains knife-sword movements that later apply to sticks and empty hands. Its signature flow drills, hubud-lubud, sinawali, teach weapon retention and disarms. Modern influence, popularized in the US by Dan Inosanto, Bruce Lee's training partner. Kali is now used by the FBI, Navy SEALs, and in movies like The Bourne Identity. Jason Bourne's close quarters combat.
I love that move.
Escrima, the stick fighting system. Escrima, or escrima, is the Spanish-influenced term for Filipino stick fighting, but it's way more than just rattan sticks. History. Born in the Visayas, Cebu, Panay, Escrima was used by Lapu-Lapu's warriors against Magellan in 1521. Later, it became a dueling art for hacienderos, landowners. Style, close quarters, rapid strikes. Systems like Dos Pares, 12 strikes, and Balintawak focus on defanging, disabling limbs, and defang the snake tactics. Later, it became a dueling art for hacienderos. Today, Escrima is a favorite for MMA fighters. like Anderson Silva, and is often the first FMA-style foreigners learn. Arnis, the national art. Arnis is the Philippines' national martial art, by law since 2009. Here's why it stands out. Name, from Arnes de Mano, Spanish for armor of the hand. It was often called estocada or fraile in colonial times. Evolution. Modern Arnis, created by Remy Prezes, blends old styles with sport. It's taught in Philippine schools and includes solo baston, single stick, and double baston, double stick. Sport Arnis. Yes, it's an Olympic-recognized sport. Points are scored with clean strikes to armor in competitions. How they merge today. In reality, most FMA schools today blend all three. The differences? Mostly branding. For example, in the US, Kali is often used for blade-heavy systems.
That is interesting.
In Europe, Escrima is common for stick-focused schools. In the Philippines, Arnis dominates, especially in schools and government programs. The lesson? Don't stress the name. Stress the training.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense.
So which is best? Kali for blades, Escrima for sticks, Arnis for tradition, but all will make you a deadly, adaptable fighter.
Self-defense is self-defense.
The real question, when are you starting? Drop a comment below. Which one intrigues you most?
Don't forget to like, comment, favorite.
And if you want a deep dive on any of these, let me know. I'll make it happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and train smart.
Mabuhay!
Till next time, keep celebrating the vibrant spirit of the Philippines. We'll see you in the next video.